Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review and subscribe on your preferred podcast platform. Also, follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast. And of course, always email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast @gmail.com. And welcome to episode 172. It's our holiday Christmas show. Ho, 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 ho.
I don't have anything. Wait a minute. I'm looking around my office. No, there's nothing Christmassy in this office. Nothing. So I
probably is somewhere here, but
yeah,
I'm not going to look. I can look out my studio door, which is a glass door here, and I can see enough Christmas to make me crap my pants.
to fill a Walmart. I hear you. So yes, even though we were told by the boss that we could take the week off, hell, we could take 2 weeks off. No, here we are. We are professional broadcasters, and here we are.
And we have not missed an episode.
No, we have
in
not.
172 weeks, people.
I just kind of think about that and go, yeah, of course. I mean, it doesn't blow my mind because I'm like you. I did how many years and years and years, and we didn't miss shows. Never. I mean, unless
but
we were
the
on
years
vacation.
and years that we did do radio, there were times where BJ was in the hospital and Bill flew solo.
Well, there was that. I mean, I can't put you on the air if you're like, got a surgical mask on or something. It wouldn't sound that good. So
yeah. So
although you were on from the hospital a couple of times, and we all know that story. So yeah.
What are you drinking? Eggnog?
No, this is it's just an instant breakfast thing, protein drink. But the what you're looking at is the gigantic Tupperware I'm drinking it out of because I'm too lazy to. I use a blender. A stick blender, one of those long with the little blades on the end to whiz it up. Because if you don't, if you put it in a shaker, it doesn't blend very well. So I put it in this big Tupperware and then blend it up. And then I just drink it out of there because I'm too lazy to pour it into a cup. So I know. My lady friend, she laughs at me too. So it's okay. I'm man enough to take it. So.
All right.
Ready to talk about the elephant in the room, or do you have something else?
No, I am not ready to talk about the elephant in the room. I don't think I'll ever want to talk about the elephant in the room again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, it is my duty to inform you this morning that as we have to put this on YouTube, that as we record this podcast, BJ Odom is wearing a Jacksonville Jaguars baseball hat. It's hilarious because my lady friend and I were shopping on Amazon and other places over the weekend for Jaguars gear. And she found a really nice ladies sweater, Jaguars sweater. So I was telling you, it might have to be a Christmas present. So there you go. Late.
Speaking of Christmas presents, I know a gentleman who may have a creamsicle and a red Buccaneers Baker Mayfield jersey for sale here in the near future.
So I've been telling people that, like a lot of other kids, because here I am in Gainesville, college football, big time town. So I've been telling people, is there a fan transfer portal? Is there? I'm about to enter the portal.
You know what? The problem is I don't even know who I would root for if I got to get in a portal for, at least the NFL. I guess I could back my son and grandson's team.
Chicago Bears.
They're big Bears fans. They're
having a great year.
Quite well.
There's no doubt.
But, this is a crumble that I never saw coming. And it's been a bad crumble. I don't know what to even call it.
It's been ugly. It's just been, there's no ways to put it. I mean, we're talking about the Buccaneers. Started off the season so strong. I don't know if they won their first, they didn't win 5-0, but I mean, they won like the first 5 out of 6 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's been downhill ever since. Downhill ever since.
They can't win a game to save their soul.
And they find new and interesting and disgusting ways to lose them too. This weekend, our Buccaneers had the chance to win it against the Carolina Panthers, who they were tied with at the top of their division. Baker threw an interception with 30 seconds to go. Not good. Not good. So all I'm saying is, have you seen that Trevor Lawrence? Young, handsome, tall, good-looking kid. You know, come on. What's not to love?
He looks like a hippie freak.
He does look like a hippie freak, and that's one of the reasons I like him, because, yeah, he's got the hippie vibe going, and I like that. So, anyway, Jacksonville, Jaguars. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Well, I will say this, the Bucs aren't out of it, but it's going to take a miracle, and even if they get to the playoffs,
Right.
it'll probably be a one and done. So
absolutely.
Why even get excited about the playoffs?
Yeah, I hate to say it, but you're right. The one that was the year, I think that was 2 years ago, with Joe Flacco, when my Cleveland Browns, my old Cleveland Browns, were in the playoffs, and it was it was one and done. But who cares? It's like, wow, we made the playoffs. Wow. Yeah, but you got blown out in the first round. Who cares? We were there. So
I didn't even look last night because I don't know, how my Warriors did against. And I think I'm going to start watching them because I actually, through FanDuel TV, and here's what's wrong with, FanDuel TV is an actual network here in our area where I can watch all of the Orlando Magic games.
Very cool.
And last night I started watching, but a 10 o'clock game because they were playing out in, Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched about 15 minutes, and I said, I could sit here all night or I could get some sleep. And sleep won out.
So you don't know. All right, so I'll do you that favor. Stand by. Let's head over to NBA.com, and because I don't know either. So we're actually, for those of us who are listening and wondering what's going on, I mean, it's not like it sounds any different, but we're actually recording this show on a Tuesday morning instead of our usual Monday morning. I had a road trip yesterday. Tell you more about that later. But all right, so where can I find this? Here we go. Oh, that's tonight, right? That's tonight. Can I go to yesterday? I can go to yesterday. Yep. I can go to Monday. There we go. So my Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Charlotte Hornets 139-132 in a shootout. And let's see, out west, your Warriors beat the Magic big time, 120-97 was your final there.
Oh wow, they did.
Yeah.
But they're not having a great season either.
Orlando or Warriors?
Warriors.
Oh, okay.
But hey, I'm going to become the Hallmark guy. I'm just going to watch Hallmark 24/7. Oh, there's a sporting event on? Nah, I'm watching Hallmark today. I know they'll fall in love at the end of the movie. It'll be a very happy ending. Won't have to worry about an interception. No interception there.
You're good. You're totally good.
No losing the game. They win every time.
Okay. All right, fine. Whatever. That's hilarious. So anyway, let's see. Just going through, just for those who care, and we talk a little football on this channel. So your Bears beat the Packers. Packers are having trouble, of course.
Don't call them my Bears, and then they'll lose. Damn it!
Oh, I'm sorry. Bucks lost to Carolina 23-20 in a heartbreak. I mean, Cleveland Browns put up a fight against the Buffalo Bills. Lost that one 23-20. Same score. Look at that. So all good. And yeah, there you go. So now coming up, this week. Or excuse me, we have games. Now wait a minute. That reminds me. You have Netflix, right? You're going to get some games on Sunday that apparently are Netflix only. That's what a bummer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
On Christmas. Christmas Day is Thursday, so there's the regular Thursday night football game. And then yeah, it's kind of crazy. There are games, I should say, on Christmas Day, So Thursday, here we go. Let me see. Well, it doesn't say directly, but Cowboys, Commanders, and Lions, Vikings on Christmas Day on Thursday, 25th. And it just says Netflix, which makes no sense. Really? They're only on Netflix?
That's what this
And
world's
then
becoming.
I know it's, you know what, though? And we were having this discussion the other day. It's, and was it Charles Barkley or Shaquille O'Neal? One of the guys on Inside the NBA brought this up. And it's like the NBA, congratulations, you got the new contract, you're making $1 trillion, but you're everywhere. And you can't follow the league without a subscription to Paramount and Netflix and TN, everywhere, Amazon. There are games everywhere now, and if you want to follow the game, follow the action, follow the league, you got to have subscriptions to everybody, and nobody's going to do that. So congratulations, you're shooting yourself in your foot to make a couple of bucks. Now,
Well,
they're making a
NASCAR
ton
has
of
done
money.
that
I
for
get
many,
it.
many years now.
What's that?
NASCAR has done that for many, many years now. You don't know where the race is going to be each Sunday. You got to like, okay, are they on the CW? Are they on Fox? Are they on NBC? Are they on
Right,
one of their side stations?
right, right.
You can't you if you have to go search out your favorite sport, then let me talk to. Hello there, bigwigs. You are screwing yourself.
Yes, yes, you are to make some money in the short. And I get it, or they're all in it to make the money. I understand that, but there's got to be a better way. I don't know what it is yet. I'm thinking. And I don't remember if I texted you that or not, but next season things go crazy like this. Netflix, Paramount, NBC, Fox, blah blah blah, ESPN. I'm thinking NFL, Sunday ticket. Not the red zone, the whole package, the Sunday ticket. So you can, unless it's a home game, I get it. All right, I understand that stupid home game rule. You can watch pretty much any game anywhere, anytime. Might have to do that. Just might.
Now, here's what's good about the red zone, though. Let's say the Buccaneers are blanked out because it's a home game that didn't sell out.
Right.
Well, you're still going to see the highlights
On the
red zone, even if they are blocked out. So that's a good thing, because, there are games that they've been blocked out this season. I've watched the red zone, and I got to see the important stuff at least. I got to see the important losses.
The important disappointments. So anyway, we went off on a little tangent there, but I think it's a good one, and that is, in the interest of making money, maximizing their money, these sports leagues are fragmenting themselves across all these different channels, and it's going to become too expensive to watch.
Right.
I don't know.
Lose.
Maybe it's Sunday
ticket.
I don't know.
Well, I will tell you this. I've got some very bad news for Bill Stevens, but let's take a little break, and then I'll come back and break the news to you.
Okay. I'm on the edge of my seat. We'll be right back. So we're back. I can't wait to jump right back into this and find out what the heck he's talking about. What's going on over there?
Okay, normally we record our podcast on Mondays, right?
Yeah, we were just saying I had
at 11 a.m. Usually we get together around 11 a.m. on Mondays and we record our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bill was busy and he threw BJ to the side and said, we'll do it Tuesday. And so in my pain and my sorrow, and I don't know why I did this. These are the things you do and you go, why did I do this? I didn't mean to. And now I have to apologize and hopefully come out.
I'm looking for violin music here now. Go ahead.
I was seeing another podcast yesterday during our record time.
Shocked face. He was seeing another podcast. Well, does that mean you were on another podcast?
Yeah, I was on and seeing another podcast.
Oh boy.
I was two-timing Bill Stevens.
Well, we all know that BJ Odom does another podcast of his own. Is that what it was, or were you a guest?
This was a completely different podcast.
Whoa. So he's really stepping out.
Oh
He's
yeah,
re-
but it was on the podcast Playground Network, I must say.
Oh, okay. So it was kind of in-house. It was kind
Yeah,
of
it was in the family.
it was that makes it worse. All
Our
right, well,
good
cool.
buddy,
Tell us more. Where were you?
our,
Where'd you go?
our good buddy Jeff Edwards, he does the Gut Punched, which
Yes.
they deal with Alzheimer's and caregivers and things like that.
Yes.
And my book, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, available on Amazon. You've got that Christmas money you
Go
don't know
buy
what
it.
to do with, go out and buy the book.
Go buy it.
But no, I was on his podcast, because, the book talks about positive attitude and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And, Alzheimer's is a very tough disease.
Mm.
And, I think, we touched on a few things in my book that could actually help maybe someone dealing with Alzheimer's or a caregiver dealing with Alzheimer's. There are, because he's read the book,
Uh-huh.
except for the big words he said he had to skip because he couldn't read those.
Right.
And he said, and there wasn't enough pictures. But besides that, he said it was a good book and it was a good read. And, it helped him a little bit. And so
Awesome.
he was thinking it could help other Alzheimer patients and, caregivers. So he had me
Yeah.
on. Probably won't air until after the first of the year sometime.
Okay.
But he did a little interview with me on my book and the positive attitude. And we
Super.
talked about caregivers and things like that.
That's awesome. Well, good for you. I'm glad. I think I can let you slide on a little dalliance there for fooling around with another podcast. I think I can let you slide because it was in the overall business interest of our show and your book and all of that thing. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
It was in the family, like you
All
said.
right.
So it's all good. Yeah.
And
It feels better now. Phew.
And after the first of the year, man, I'm going to put the pedal to the metal.
With
I got my radiation done. I'm going to do as much as I can to promote that book and see what we can do.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely. And any way I can help, of course. But yeah, and being on other podcasts, I think is probably the best bang for your buck. I mean, you don't have to travel. You can do it from your office there where you're at. You can do it anytime, and hopefully find some podcasters, some shows that have a decent sized audience, and you make a little splash.
Of course, my book came out a little over 2 months ago, and I sent one to, all the big television talk shows.
Right.
Haven't heard back from any one of them. Not even, Kelly Clarkson or none of them.
Come on, Reese Witherspoon. We're looking at you.
I sent her, she's got one.
I know.
They're just sitting on their desk collecting. Well, maybe they're in their trash.
I don't know about that.
I'd rather it be where Shaq's is. At least I'd rather it be in the crapper than in the trash can.
Yes, I hear that.
I gotta ask Shaq how many pages he's read in his crapper.
Probably. Well, the guy's that's a smart guy. He probably reads a lot. So I don't know where he reads, but he probably reads a lot. So good for him.
Well, this kind of is like our Christmas show, I guess.
Yes,
Our
it is.
holiday
Of course it is.
show.
Of course
do you have
it
any?
is.
Do you have any big Christmas plans? What's your Christmas?
Well, no. I mean, I have I'll have to post a picture of it on our Facebook page. Go over and do a quick search for BJ and Bill the podcast. You'll find the Facebook page I have a Christmas tree for the first time in years. I never, when I was, single guy, even in the last relationship I was in, where I lived with a lady down in Venice, we didn't have a tree. We put up a few small, tiny things, but we never had a tree. This is the first year in many, many years I have had a real tree. And I'm happy to say it's one of those ones that it came from Sam's Club. It took 3 pieces to put together. Boom, boom, boom. Fluff the leaves out, fluff the branches out, plug it in. It's got the lights already on it. You can press it came with a remote. I have a tree with a remote. Everything has a remote nowadays. And I can different lights and patterns, and it's cool. It's very nice. So it's very festive around my house. So there you go.
So you have one tree, huh?
Oh,
You
Did you hear that,
lucky,
folks?
lucky
Did
man.
you hear? Did you hear what he said there? Did you hear? Just what I love. There's that that Nissan commercial. That Nissan commercial where the young lady with the clipboard who works for Nissan is talking to Santa, and she says to Santa, "So you only check twice?" And he goes, "Well, yes. Ho ho ho. I only check twice." And she goes, "Huh." Like what a surprise. So
Yeah.
BJ Odom to say you only have one tree? Huh. How many trees in the Odom household?
Let me see. At least that I know of, 5.
That you know of.
There's probably more hiding. But no, there's 3 little trees when you first walk into our abode.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tree out on the front lanai, which, when you walk into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one in the living room. And like I said, that's the only ones I really know of. But
There might be more.
I bet if I really look, like, when you go to, the Magic Kingdom, you look for hidden Mickeys. There's probably hidden Christmas trees in this house. This house is more decorated than any house I think I've ever been in.
And that's your wonderful wife, and she's yes, she decorates. I mean, and the interesting thing about the BJ Odom house is that it's never not decorated.
Right.
It goes like from Christmas, and then she'll probably just take the Christmas stuff down and put the Easter stuff up or what?
Oh, no. She won't go to Easter. She'll go to Valentine's Day.
Oh, my bad. Whew, I'm so sorry. Of course. How could I forget? Valentine's Day. Yeah, well, that's going to be important to me now. So all of a sudden. So yeah. Valentine's Day, Easter. What comes after Easter?
Do you think I keep track of these things?
No, I don't.
All I know, I wake up in the morning, I go, holy crap, it must be around Thanksgiving time. Holy crap, it must be around Valentine's Day.
The decorating crew has been here while I was asleep. Maybe she has elves. Maybe she has like a whole crew of elves that come in and do the work for her or something like that.
I don't know, but I feel really guilty. And, because the only thing that she complains about, because I don't like to drill holes in my house.
I get it.
But she wants, she would like to hang lights all around the house too.
Huh.
And I'm not going to get up. I'm an old fart now. I'm 70 years old.
Right.
I'm not going to get on a ladder and drill holes, around the house to hang lights. Our inside is decorated enough. But she says, the neighbors go by and they don't see it. I go, well, invite them all in. Let them see it.
You have a tree. You said you had a tree on the front lanai.
Yeah. It's actually a palm tree, but it's got, all the pretty lights and stuff.
Get one of those, and I've seen them around. They're cool. It's a little laser beam projector, and you mount it, you put it in the front yard, and you shoot it back at the house, so it fills the garage door with like snowflakes or Santas or whatever, dancing elves or whatever, and it's all done with a laser. It's super cool.
Yeah, it's cool. We've thought about getting one of those, and I can't believe we haven't because she's responsible for buying all that.
I understand.
I'm not going to buy any of that.
No, I get it. I do. You don't want to get in trouble, but
yeah, we've talked about those before.
So nothing in the inside looks like, I mean, when you go to the mall, it looks like the inside of the mall, like with the decorated and all that. But outside, not so much. That's interesting.
Yeah, not so much outside.
Huh. It's the third time I've gone, today with BJ Odom. That's okay. All right. Well, good for you. I'm happy for you. And, get more elves. That's all I can tell you. Get more elves to help.
Yeah, but you know how much those suckers charge these days?
Especially with the whole immigration crackdown. They're being sent back to the North Pole by the truckload. And what are you going to do, right?
And they try to bring the lights over in their little boats, and they get blown right out of the water.
I think, you've been working with the AI stuff. I think that sounds hilarious. An AI picture of elves being deported or pepper sprayed or something like that. I think that sounds hilarious to me. So get to work on that. So there you go. Oh, man.
Where is the North Pole? Maybe that's why Trump wants to
the North Pole?
annex
The North Pole is at the North Pole.
Where is the North Pole?
Well, I go to Google Earth and type in North Pole, and it'll be a dot on a map in the middle of a lot of what stuff. It's called snow. I know you haven't heard much about it.
Well, it's not in Greenland, is it? Maybe that's why
No,
Trump wants
it's
to
the North
annex
Pole.
Greenland.
I can't. Did you not go to 8th grade science class? Did you?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. No, I know. I already knew the answer to that. It's the North Pole. Look it up. Man, really? Seriously? You don't know?
I want to know what country it was to see if we're deporting.
It's not in any country. It's in.
Well, the North
Arctic.
Pole. The North Pole has to be in some country.
No, it does. Well, the Arctic is not a country. I think. Now, don't get me started on this. It's not in a country. It's in the Arctic, and I think they have a treaty. I think there's an international treaty where nobody gets to claim the bottom or the top snow cap on the whole planet. They got stations there. They got places to scientists to go and look for elves, I guess. But I don't know.
I think you're doing a lot of huff and puffing, and you know as little as I do where it's at.
Basically true, but it was always my job to know what the hell you were talking about. So I'm trying to explain it to people.
I would think somewhere in some country there's a pole, and that's where Santa Claus is.
No, that's a big no. It's not any country. It's just you got to go north. Keep going north until this doesn't go north anymore.
Well, wouldn't I be going north, and then when I would keep going, but I would be going south and wouldn't know that I was going south because I thought I was still going north?
There's actually quite a big discussion here about North Pole versus magnetic north versus all of that stuff. And I just don't feel like starting it because we will be here for days trying to explain this to BJ Odom. So no, go to Google, type in North Pole.
Next, you're going to try and tell me that the earth is flat. I know.
Mm-hmm.
So if the earth is flat, is it right in the middle then?
Well, now, what a great question, because if the earth would be flat, where the hell would the North Pole be? Because there ain't no north. How's that for good English? There wouldn't be a north, would there, if the earth was flat? Or would there? I guess it depends. You're confusing my poor brain.
It's just like when I walk all the way to the North Pole, and if I miss the pole and I pass it, then I'm going south.
Yes, there is a place. There would be a place. There is one place on Earth that no matter which direction you walk, you're going south. Yes, that's true. Just like there's one place on Earth where no matter which direction you walk, you're going north. And that would be on the other side, wouldn't it? Oh my God. We need a scientist always. We need a science officer for this show.
Well, let me ask you another question. Is there a South Pole? If there's a North Pole, is there a South Pole?
Yes.
What color is it? If it's not red and green, what color is the South Pole?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's polar bears and penguins, and I don't know. God, you're just freaking me out. Go over to Netflix, type in North Pole, and see what it shows. If there's a documentary or something you can watch, and you get back to us on this with a little bit of knowledge. Good God.
You're the one I go to when I want something smart done, and you're not cooperating.
When we take our break in just a minute or so, I will go and Google North Pole and come back. No, I won't. Well, yes, I will, but because now you got my brain working on it. But it's not like we need to waste everybody's time on the North Pole. Everybody knows the North Pole except for you.
I can't believe that this conversation started out by you doing anything special for Christmas.
And here we are arguing about the North Pole and the South Pole. Oh my God. What is up with that?
So just a tree, and that's oh, you're
What's
really
wrong with
doing
a tree? I got a tree.
Well, no, I've got more trees than you do. No, I'm thinking, no, do you have any plans? Any plans?
We're gonna make a nice big dinner. We're gonna open presents. We're gonna watch football. What else is there to do on Christmas?
Well, I'm going to start the day on Christmas.
Yes.
With my daughter coming over. And my wife makes these pecan rolls.
Ooh, yummy.
Every year. She makes them every year.
Yummy.
It's like a tradition. So she's gonna make those, and we're gonna have those for breakfast.
Okay.
And then when my daughter leaves, We're going to jump in the car
Yes.
and we're going to head south
Are you
to
at
the
the North
fort.
Pole? You can only go south?
Yep, we're going south to the fort. We're not going to the pole, we're going to the fort.
Going to the fort.
Spend some time with the sun,
Nice.
and then we're going to come back north to the North Pole.
Don't start. Don't
Which
start.
it's right down the road.
Yes.
And if you go on a Friday or Saturday night, the dancers are much better than you if you go during the week.
The South Pole? North Pole? It's in Poland dancing. I know. I got it.
Oh, this is Christmas. I shouldn't be doing this.
No, you shouldn't be. You could still get coal in your stocking. On the drive to Sarasota yesterday, those signs along I-75 that change and flash and put up accidents. All they said was drivers who litter get coal in their stockings. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's cute. That's cool.
As you threw out the candy wrapper.
There you go.
Hey, we're going to take a break. And
Yes.
when we come back, we're going to talk about childhood memories for Christmas. Because that's where the real memories are.
There you go.
You know, it was the child. Once you become an adult, Christmas is still Christmas. It's still special. And we celebrate the holiday and we're with our family. But when you're a child, that's when it's truly magical.
Perfect. We will be back. Cue up those memories. We'll be back in just a second. Welcome back. Ho, ho, ho. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast, the Christmas edition. And by the way, if you would like, if you're enjoying this as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you, please head over to wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, you name it. We're on all of them. Leave that 5-star review. And if you want to visit the show online, you can head over to our Facebook page. You're going to have to do a search for BJ and Bill, the podcast, because there's, well, you know, Facebook, there's a trillion of everything. So BJ and Bill, the podcast, you can find us there on Facebook, or you can email the show, BJ and Bill, the podcast @gmail.com. There you go.
Okay, childhood memories. What was probably the most magical or most memorable experience you had as a child?
You mean Christmas-wise?
Yeah.
Of course. Good question.
Was there that one? I'll get us started.
Yeah, please.
I never will forget. I don't even know what the year was, but you know, I talked to Santa and everything else, and I wanted a Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That was my choice. That was my Christmas gift. I really, really wanted. So, you know, we've been shopping, and I don't know how it slipped because my parents were usually pretty good with this.
Right.
But somebody opened the trunk, and there
it was.
I saw them. The Rock'em Sock'em Robots that I wanted. At that point, I knew I was going to get the Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I was ecstatic. So Christmas Eve comes, because we used to open our gifts on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
And I've never will forget, you know, my brother would always take me upstairs because he was 8 years older than me. So he knew, you know, this was all a presidential hoax. So, but he would always say, you can't let Santa Claus see you're awake.
Right.
You need to cover your eyes, you know. So I would put the covers over my face. I would be under the covers going, oh, come on, Santa. And then Santa, you would hear him. But as I got older, I heard it was just pots and pans that mom and dad was clanging together. But, you know, you'd hear this racket. Oh, my God, he's here. He's here. I can't believe he's here.
Right.
And then we'd wait a few seconds, and my mom or my dad would shout up, he's been here. And, you know, my brother and I, because even though the brother was older and said, yeah, it's Santa Claus. Right. He was still, you know, like, I'm still going to get presents.
Sure.
You know, he's still going to leave me something. And so we'd fly downstairs, and I remember I opened every present. And my parents knew that I saw my Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Mm.
So I opened every single present. No Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
going,
dun.
and that where I got to the point where I started to doubt Santa. I go, I saw them in the trunk. You bought them. I saw you bought. No, we took them back because you saw them and we got you something else. All I wanted was Rock'em Sock'em robots, and my mom and my dad took them back because I saw them in the trunk. You gotta be kidding me. And so I was moping around and, okay, maybe playing with this toy. And all of a sudden, a noise from the front porch.
Oh.
This was a couple hours after I've salted and been probably one of the
Sulked
worst
around. Yes.
Yeah, and one of the worst kids that could ever be on Christmas, and
Right.
probably my parents are going, that little brat. But then I heard this clatter. I don't know where the clatter came. I don't know who snuck out there, who did what.
It was the Amazon delivery guy. Oh, wait, no, Amazon then.
Yeah, it wasn't Amazon back there, that's for sure. So my parents go, oh, maybe you should go out and check on the porch. Sounds like something's going on out there. And I went out there, and finally, after 2 hours of sulking, I saw my Rock'em Sock'em robots, and I was like, oh, and my mom would say, he's going to punch his eye out.
Now, I was going to say, when you saw it in the trunk, didn't you have a moment of Santa doubt there? Didn't you like, well, wait a minute, if my parents have them in the trunk, does that mean that Santa's still going to, or did you somehow make that work in your head?
I don't know what, I was young. I
get it.
Also been at the age where, yeah, I know what's going on.
Okay.
And I know what they've got. So
okay.
I knew, let's just say this, I knew what was coming. And then when I went 2 hours without it not coming, I was not a happy camper.
Got it. I will say, now that you've mentioned that, my parents did a great job of hiding things. And of course, because me and my brother, I mean, I was the older brother, my younger brother was just 3 years younger than me. So, I mean, we would tear the place apart quietly, while no one was looking, and never found a darn thing. So whatever my parents were doing to hide stuff, they did a fine job. They did a fine job. And yeah, and it wasn't until later that we did the Christmas Eve, that we didn't really do the Christmas Eve thing. We did the Christmas morning thing at my house. And it's funny, when I was back in married days, my ex in-laws, they did everything Christmas Eve. So we were, older by then, but it really made it for like 2 celebrations for the price of one. You'd go crazy at my in-laws' house on Christmas Eve, and then you'd drive up to my parents' house, which is only 45 minutes away, and go crazy all over again on Christmas Day. So, but asking about, before there were Legos, there was this thing, the metal version, the steel rod, like.
Oh, what were those? Erector sets.
Erector set. Thank you. Erector set. And that was my big thing for a year or so. And it was, you think Lego has a lot of parts, an erector set with nuts and bolts and screws and motors and oh my God, so many tiny little parts. Now, of course, when you stepped on a Lego, you screamed, but when you stepped on, a little tiny itty bitty screw, it was no big deal. But still, just insane, the amount of tiny little parts that were spread around the living room floor, shag carpet, of course. So good luck finding that. I'll bet my mother was vacuuming that stuff up for the next year. But that was about it. I remember my, it wasn't about me, but later on when my nephew was born, my brother's son, and he was 3, 4, 5, whatever, and they would come over to my parents' house. He was one of those kids, and I've seen this before. I've seen this behavior before, as they say. He was one of those kids that the best part of Christmas was ripping the hell out of the package and the box to open it, and then what was inside was almost, it didn't matter. It was almost like it could be anything. And I remember my father finally figuring that out, and he would just wrap a couple of boxes with, I don't know that they had anything inside of them. Maybe a one pair of socks. I don't know. But it was hilarious. And there's some pictures of that somewhere of my nephew, who's now 32, 33. Time flies, whether you're having fun or not. Yeah, that was fun. That was interesting.
Now, were you good with your Erector set? Now, I had an Erector set, but I couldn't build squat. I was better with Lincoln logs than I was.
Lincoln logs were also good. Yep, I'm pretty sure I had those too. But to answer your question, yes, I'm pretty sure I went to town with that. And my father, he was easy. It was easy to talk him into playing with me on that, because he wasn't quite an architect, but close to like he built stuff in his job. He was an engineer and an architect. So yeah, I think that was a good father-son bonding experience there, is what I'm saying. So yeah.
Okay.
It was good. It was good. I mean, I enjoyed that for sure. So
now I remember when, because we had a pretty mellow Christmas. I mean, yeah, we opened presents and got excited on Christmas Eve and things like that.
Right.
But, it was just me and my brother and my mom and dad, of course.
Right.
So when I got married to my first wife, she had a big family. And the big family had lots of grandchildren.
Okay.
Because this is like after Gentry was little and he came along.
Right.
And so we went to, her house. So usually we did Christmas Eve at my parents' and we'd do Christmas morning because they were that. And so was Susan. Susan was always a Christmas morning person. I never will forget the first time that we went to my in-laws for Christmas. And there must have been, I'm just going to take a wild number. It probably wasn't that much, but 15, 20 kids.
Mm.
I mean, all probably between 3 and 12.
Mm.
So then it was like, okay, it's Christmas morning. We had our little breakfast or whatever. And then, you got that news that it was time to open presents. And I go, and my family was one of those, okay, BJ, this is yours, open it. Okay, Mick, this is yours, open it. Okay, yes. BJ, here's another one for you, open it.
There was always somebody assigned to the job of going under the tree, finding the present. Oh, this one says BJ on it, hand it to him. You get to open. Yep, everybody gets to ooh and ah. Yep.
That's how I was raised. That's how I was grown up. That's all I knew.
Yep.
Well, when I integrated into a new family, it was like, okay, time to open the present. And it was like, being at a Greyhound race or something, and the gates open. It wasn't like, here's one for little Johnny. Here's one for little Shelly.
Yeah.
No, it was poof.
Feeding frenzy.
And it was like, you would see paper just flying in every direction. And it's like, oh my God, what is going on here?
Like when you throw a prime rib into the river full of piranha, right?
Yeah. It was something that I had never witnessed in all my years of living on this earth. I was probably, in my 20s by now, and I'm going,
right.
Holy crap. I didn't know this existed.
Oh yeah. No, we were also, my family, not quite as organized, but I will, again, going back to married days, and that was a long time ago. My ex-mother-in-law, when she would have the party, and it was always at her place, people would always, aunts and uncles. So we typically, on a Christmas Eve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8, usually 10 people in the living room. And you could barely see the tree from the stack of stuff around it. I mean, it's like
oh, yeah.
Great wall of presents. And so, of course, everybody had their seat around the edge of the living room with the fire going and I mean, it was like out of a Hallmark movie. I mean, let's,
Yeah.
use BJ's analogy, Hallmark movie. And somebody had the job. Usually it was either my ex or her sister, younger sister, to go under the tree, pull things out. So you had a stack in front of you. Everybody had their stack in front of them, and then you would go around one by one, and you would open one, and then next person would open one, next person would open one, and it was hours. And there was usually spiked hot chocolate and hot chocolate with little Baileys involved as well to keep things lubricated. And so it was good. It was a great and fun experience, and all of that. Honestly, a little over the top for me. It's not my style. I'm much more subtle than that. So, but at the time, hey, it's not my family, right? I'm the outside guy. I'm just here to go along and enjoy and smile and say thank you and all that, which I did. So there you go.
Yeah, my family was like one at a time like that.
Oh yeah.
And, so was Susan's family. But yeah, my first wife, her family did not play that game.
Funny.
Let's just
Yeah,
say
no, it's
this, where it would take at least, even if we only got one present in my family, here's one for mom. Okay, now
right.
open it. Here's
Right.
one for dad. Okay, now open it. Here's one for little BJ. Now open it. Here's one for the big brother Mick. Now open it. Okay, in that amount of time, that's how much amount of time was that every present was opened in my in-laws. I
And
mean,
then of course, you had
every
to have the
present.
gigantic, like the leaf bag size trash bags
Oh
from
yeah.
Home Depot or whatever to stuff with all the paper that, got one day of use. What a great business to be in. Christmas wrap. Of course,
Oh
now
yeah.
everything's done with gift bags and you recycle the bags for next year, which is wonderful. But back in the day, boy, you would go through miles of Christmas wrap and ribbon and scotch tape, and then you throw it all away. Throw it away. Whatever. You know.
And then there
My
was
father
always
would
one,
usually save some of it to use as kindling in the fire. That's
and there
about
was
it.
always one person that had to make sure they got all the ribbons and all that stuff.
That sometimes, yes. Again, like you said, the in-laws, she was good with that. Yeah, she saved ribbons and bows and stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what we did when I was a kid. I think we just,
I'm exhausted
we took
just
it all.
thinking. I'm exhausted just thinking about that. I really am. I mean, it's
Although
just crazy.
I would like to once again see that very first Christmas that I saw with all those kids because my mouth was probably open like, and huh? What the hell is going on here?
Christmas feeding frenzy.
But
Yes.
it was a cool sight, I must admit.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, it's fun. It's
I
cool,
remember
but
I remember I went home too, when well, obviously I was married at the time. So, but my mom said, well, how was Christmas Day over at Mary's house? And I said, oh, you wouldn't believe what I saw. You ain't gonna believe this.
I I'm glad I experienced it. It's honest to God, it's just not my style. It's not. I'm more of an outdoorsy person and a nature person, and I love going for a drive around the neighborhood and looking at all the different lights and stuff like that. In fact, there's up here in Gainesville, there's a little small town not far from here that they've kind of decked out the whole town. I'm not gonna, I think we might do that drive one of these nights, before things or whatever. And then, of course, if you're in the neighborhood, not in my neighborhood. If you're over on the East Coast, you can go to St. Augustine, which is gorgeous at Christmas time. They really deck the whole downtown, the old town area in town and all that. So yeah, all good.
And we always do the little Disney trip at least once or twice during the Christmas period.
That
Because I mean, even if you don't want to spend the money to go into one of the resorts,
right?
you can still kind of skip around to all the different resorts, and they're all like just decked out to the T.
Hadn't thought of that. I'll bet they are. I'll bet they are. I would like to go, and I was there. I was there for Christmas. I was there for some conference or something. The Gaylord. The Gaylord,
Oh,
the gigantic open air indoor, where they have the hotel built around and then the giant dome over it, and it's all indoors. I was there for something. I don't remember, a conference
Have
years
you ever
ago,
been
and it
there
was
for iced or ice or whatever they call it?
I think there. Yeah, I mean, they because they do something with don't they do like the Frozen show or something? They do
Yeah, yeah.
something there.
It's like the ballroom or whatever, and they keep it real
Yeah,
cold. They
yeah.
bring all these ice sculptures. We've been once. Now my daughter and her boyfriend went last week and said it was really cool again.
Oh, cool.
And
At the
they
Gaylord.
all yeah, they always decorate that
Oh
like
yeah.
to the kilt.
Oh
So
yeah. That's amazing. And I enjoy that. I mean, it's not obviously not something I would not. It's not like the Odom household where I have to make my house look like a fancy resort. But I enjoy it to see it. And then I go, oh, okay,
yeah,
that's nice. And then I go home to my one tree. My one tree. It's nice.
I would not know what that's like.
One tree. I know. It's okay.
But
It's
like I said though, Christmas was magical when you were a kid. And the older you get, it's just like, eh. And then, it's fun when you got, of course, you never had kids or grandkids, but then you go through it again kind of when your kids are
right.
small. And then you have grandkids and you kind of go through it with them.
Right.
And then once all that's over with, it's like, okay. But now I guess now pretty soon, and I don't want it to rush. Do not rush this if you're listening, grandkids. But soon they might be, someday great grandkids. And you start all over again.
How I hate to ask this because I've been there with you through the whole journey, but how old are the grandkids now?
22 and 18.
Oh my God.
They both have, partner. Well, they're not married, but
No.
but you were young. You were young. I was young. I hate to say what happens, but
I
I'll
know.
just
Things
shut up.
happen. Things
Yeah.
happen. Yeah. Things happen when you're young and in love. I get it. But or at least young and in lust. So I get it. I do. So wow. You have a grandkid. You have a grandkid that's 22 years old.
Oh yeah, and I want to congratulate Jordan. He got not only does he have his pilot's license,
Right.
but he now has been certified as an instructor.
Nice. This is your son. This is our boss, your son, his son.
Jordan.
I guess I never knew that he was 22 years old. That's the scary part. Oh my God. Ah, as we always say, as us old folks always say, time flies whether you want it to or not. It
Yep.
does. It's just sorry. Another 10 years come and gone.
Yeah, one good thing about him being an instructor, now he will go fly with other people who pay
Mm-hmm.
all the flying, expenses,
Mm-hmm.
and he will get paid for going up with them because he will be an instructor. And, that gives him more hours as he goes towards being a possible airline pilot, someday in his career, which, is I think the key or the pinnacle, that's where you want to get to.
Is that what he wants to do?
I think so, yes.
Cool. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
But the only bad thing about that too, you're going with people that don't know Jack, and you got to worry about what the hell they do.
Right?
But you have to, you have to know how to take control and say, "Well, we
Well,
can't do
sure.
that. We're going into a dive." So that worries me a little bit as an old grandpa. But
I get it. I get it. But I'm sure he's very good at what he does, and so that's okay. He'll figure it out. Oh, he won't figure it out. He'll handle it. He'll handle it.
yeah,
Awesome. Boy, oh boy. God, I don't think she invented the line, but my ex used to say that all the time, that she always marked the passing of the years by watching our friends' kids get older. So
uh,
yeah, we had when we lived in Fort Myers, we had my godson. He's still my godson. Our best friend's son is our godson. Well, he's got to be pushing 40 by now. I mean, he went, he went to he went to Annapolis, he went to the Naval Academy, and did the whole service thing, and now he's entrepreneuring with something. I don't know what, but it's like, seriously? Really? This kid that was my godson, and I was there at the church when he was christened and baptized and all that, and now he's probably a grandfather too, or whatever. I don't know. It's just
what's really weird about that, yeah, because now, I've watched my grandchildren and my children grow.
sure.
So I realize that because I've watched it. But now I talk to, some cousin or some friend, that I remember their little ones.
Right.
And I'll do like you. Well, how old are they now? Oh, they're like, they got married. They've got 2 kids and they're like around 38, 30, 40 years old now. And I'm going, no, I'm talking about the little one that I held on my knee and he used to call me partner and we'd play. Oh no, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's him.
That's the one.
You're going, holy crap. Just shoot me now, Mother Nature.
Time flies. Time flies whether you're having fun or not. Sorry, it just does. At least at our age, it does. So I know. Remember that when we were talking about Christmas morning. Remember that where it was like the week before Christmas and the tree was up and maybe there were some presents there, maybe not. And the time between that, to wait for Christmas morning, it was an eternity.
Yeah.
It took forever. It was like a week. And now I think I couldn't tell you what I did last week. It's a blur. It's all a blur.
Now I will tell you something in retrospect what I did. So, we've heard me talk about the radiation.
Yep.
I had 30 treatments.
Yep.
Monday through Friday. Of course, we had Thanksgiving in there. So I had to skip a couple days and then, I had to get a couple extra ones for the ones I missed to get my 30 treatments.
Right.
And while I was doing that, I would sit there and go, oh my goodness, I only have, 10 more to go. Or, oh, I only have, 15 more to go. I was like really counting down. And I'd say, why am I counting this down? And why am I wanting it to go by so fast? Because that just means another, month out of my year is gone.
Another month disappears. No, yeah. There is something to that. I don't know what it is, but there is something to that passing of time that and I hope, so here we're coming down to the end of the show and it's time for Christmas thoughts and all of that. I hope we do take the time to appreciate how blessed we are, how lucky, how thankful we should, I shouldn't say should. I choose to be. Yeah. You and I are old guys and we've been around a while and we've seen a lot of stuff. And I know of several friends personally for myself that are no longer with us, that have passed. And it's like, it's not a crazy thing to think, when you were young, if somebody died when you were young or in your 20s and 30s, oh my God, what? It was crazy. Now it's not so crazy anymore because we're all getting to that age. And so I just, I choose to be thankful and say, wow, okay, another year. Good. Glad to be here.
And of course, my New Year's resolution, of course, we'll make those next week. But it will always be the same.
Which is?
Yeah, live another year.
Another year. You managed to pull that off for 70 of them, BJ Odom. You're good.
And believe me, I don't want to break, my resolution like 10, 15 days into the new year. Let me just tell you that right now.
You're fine. You're good. You're good. Great.
Well,
right.
Merry Christmas to you, Bill, and your lovely new lady friend. And
thank you very much.
Happy now you have Christmas to celebrate with her.
Yes, I do. I will. I have more of a reason to celebrate than ever before now. Thank you very much, and the same to you and your fabulous family, to the boss and all his grandkids. Well, your grandkids, his kids. Wow, your lovely wife for all the work she does to keep you alive.
Yeah, she does a lot of work to do that, and she does a lot of work to keep this
the place looking
decorated.
Nice. Awesome. That's great. Merry Christmas to everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening for another year. Holy cow. We're going to start another one soon. Good. All right. I'm going to go refill my coffee and sit out on my patio in the 75 degrees of Florida 2 days before Christmas.
And it's not going to be that way, though, for the new year.
I hear you. It's coming. All right, everybody.
New Year's plans. We'll talk about that next week.
We'll talk about that next week. Yes, we will. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy it. Do the things you love. And we'll talk to you soon. Up till then, just up to BJ Odom to say,
ho, ho, ho. See ya.
Flip the dial, take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling it all. From theme park tales to a football call.